Listen, my friend, some people already think these things about you. And guess what? It doesn't matter. You are the one living your life, not them. So, again, as your coach, I'll ask you to reframe it. Instead of worrying about people who may or may not judge you, focus on who needs what you have to offer. Hey, welcome back to Dream in Action. I'm your host, T, your dream doula, helping you take your dreams from idea to reality. Whether that means starting a business, switching careers, or just living life that feels like you. And today we're talking about, a very juicy one, reinvention. Listen, if you've been feeling that itch like you want to start something new, but a tiny panicked voice in your head is screaming, but I'm too old, or I'm too late, or what if I fail? Then this episode is for you. Because let me tell you right now, it is not too late and you are not alone. So grab a tea or coffee if that's your thing, or if you're like me, grab your journal, because today we're breaking down why reinvention at 40 plus is actually an advantage and not a setback. The biggest fears holding people back and how to kick that to the curb. And my personal favorite, 3 practical steps you can take to start fresh right now without letting fear stop you. Does that sound good? Great. Let's dive in. Have you ever felt like you were just existing, not truly living? Like you were made for more, but somehow life got in the way? Hey, I'm TRE, your host, transformational coach, and dream doula. Welcome to Dream in Action, the podcast where we don't just talk about dreams, we bring them to life. For years, I nurtured others, first as my mom's oldest child, then as a mother myself. And then somewhere along the way, I lost me, stuck in autopilot. But I was never able to shake the fact that my mom passed away at just 42, full of unfulfilled dreams. And I knew I couldn't keep waiting. So I embraced the stretch, took action, and found opportunities in places I never expected. Now, I help women over 40 do the same. Stop waiting, start dreaming, and take bold action. If you're ready to go from feeling stuck to building something meaningful, you're in the right place. This is Dream in Action. So why is reinvention at 40 plus actually an advantage? The world sometimes makes us feel like if we didn't make it at 25, then we might as well just go sit down somewhere, right? But let's look at some cold, hard facts, shall we? Vera Wang didn't design her first dress until she was 40. Now her name is synonymous with luxury. How about Samuel L. Jackson? Didn't land his first major film role until he was 43. And now he's one of the most bankable actors in Hollywood. Or how about Julia Child? Didn't publish her first cookbook until she was 50. Yep, you heard me right. Her whole cooking empire started when most people were thinking about retirement. So if you're sitting there thinking, I should have figured it out by now. Now I get you, because that was my story too. But I need you to do me a favor. Take that thought, ball it up, and please throw it in the bin. Because your age right now is actually an asset and not a liability. Why? You have experience. Even if it's not in the field you want to go into, you know how to learn, you know how to adapt, and you know how to handle life. Oh my goodness, you know how to handle emotions. And on top of all that, you also have a network, which is at the same levels with gold when you're starting something new. Need I go on? You have a clearer sense of self. You're not out there making choices just to impress other people. Listen, my fellow dreamer, this is your time. But I get it. Just because we know we can reinvent ourselves doesn't mean it's easy. I mean, I was having a conversation with my husband the other day, and we're talking about how now in our mid-40s, we are beginning to feel that slow down. We're beginning to feel that need to rest a bit more, which is quite strange for people who are ambitious and who have always been go-getters. Now, let's talk about the biggest fears that stop most people in their tracks. Our case may not have been fear, but that I know for certain is what's holding a lot of people back. I'm only going to go through the 3 biggest fears and, of course, how to overcome them, because why not, right? What's the point of talking about fears if you're not going to talk about how to overcome it, or I like to say, how to be friends with it and how to work with it. Okay, number 1, fear of failure. What if I start and it flops? Listen, failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of it. I can bet my money on the fact that you are not going to meet any successful person that hasn't failed one time or the other. What separates them is that they did not stop. If I was your coach, I will say to you, reframe it. Instead of asking, what if I fail? Ask, what will I learn from this experience? Because every single step forward, even if it doesn't go as planned, puts you ahead of where you are. Number 2, fear of judgment. What will people think? That one is personally very dear to my heart, especially as I'm a person of faith. Listen, my friend, some people already think these things about you. And guess what? It doesn't matter. You are the one living your life, not them. So, again, as your coach, I'll ask you to reframe it. Instead of worrying about people who may or may not judge you, focus on who needs what you have to offer, because someone out there is waiting on you to show up. How about this fear, number 3? Fear of starting over. What if I'm wasting my time? I get it, but let's flip this again. What's worse, trying something new and realizing it's not for you, or staying stuck in a life that does not excite you? So once again, let's reframe it. No experience is wasted. Even if you pivot, you'll gain skills and confidence and clarity that will serve you no matter what. So now let's segue into 3 practical steps to reinvent yourself without fear. Okay? So we've called out the fear. Now let's talk action. Because dreaming is cute and it's great. And I champion dreaming. That to me is the first step. I mean, the podcast is called Dream in Action, for crying out loud, right? But action is really what makes the dream real. Here's how to start fresh right now. Step 1, get clear on your why. Now, I know this has probably been said and rinsed and repeated, but in all honesty, the reason it has been rinsed and repeated is because there is no going forward without it, or at least there is no staying power without it. So ask yourself, what is pulling me towards reinvention? Is it passion? Is it burnout? Or is it a need for more meaning? Get clear on what that why is. Journal about it. Journal about what success looks like for you right now. Not 10 years ago, not what others expect, but what you truly, truly want. Okay, so that's step 1. Now on to step 2. Start small, but start right now. And no, you don't have to quit your job or move countries or do anything drastic like your sister here, right? That is what crazy people like us do. Just start by taking small steps in the direction of your dreams, whether that is researching, taking a class, or dedicating 1 hour a week to your new path. Now, I need to put in a caveat here, though. There is a tendency for you to do what I call treadmill type action. So you are running on the spot and going nowhere fast. So something like researching is great, but you don't want to stay on the hamster wheel or the treadmill of constant researching. The best way to go about it is do some research and then do some action. Do a little research and then take a little action. Okay? All right. So now on to step 3. Get support. Oh my goodness. I cannot overemphasize this enough, because you don't have to do it alone. And trust me, trying to do it on your own will take you twice as long, and it's going to make it twice as hard to get to the finish line. The most successful reinventions happen when you have community, accountability, and guidance. And this is exactly why coaching exists. Because sometimes you need someone who sees beyond your doubts and helps you move forward. Now, this is not me trying to get you to get coaching. I'm just stating a fact. It helps. Every coach, including myself, has a coach. I invested in getting help. I invested in putting myself in communities, and I still do, even up until this day. So here's the bottom line. Your next chapter is waiting for you. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be mapped out. It just has to begin. It just has to start. So here's my challenge to you. Take one small action today toward your reinvention. You've heard me yap on about the different fears. You've heard me talk about finding your why. If that's the only thing you do today, do that. And make sure you DM me on Instagram at HeyTiari and tell me what that action is, because I want to cheer you on. And if you're ready for deeper clarity, strategy, and confidence in this new season, then it will be my honor to help. Book a free Ignite session with me and let's get you moving toward your dream life without the fear, without the regrets. The link is in the show notes. All right, that's it for today. If this episode spoke to you, do share it with a friend who needs to hear this. And don't forget to leave a review. It helps more dreamers like you find this podcast. Until next time, keep dreaming and taking action. And that's it for today's episode of Dream in Action. I hope this conversation stirred something in you, maybe a fresh idea, a little more clarity, or just a reminder that your dreams are valid and worth pursuing. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a new one. And if you're feeling generous, leaving a review helps people find this podcast. It's like telling the algorithm, hey, this is worth listening to. So if this spoke to you today, and you don't even do any of the other two, please share it with a friend or two. Before we go, let me leave you with one of my favorite Bible verses of all time. Never doubt God's mighty power to work in you and accomplish all this. He will achieve infinitely more than your greatest request, your most unbelievable dream, and exceed your wildest imagination. He will outdo them all, for his miraculous power constantly energizes you. Ephesians 3:20. Until next time, dream wildly, live boldly, and keep going.